Alright guys and girls, welcome to another episode of Astro Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, check it out. You can't see it, but behind me we got a 2000 Mercury Cougar, and today I'm going to show you how to change the spark plugs and the ignition wires. Coming up on Astro Auto Repairs. This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com. Alright guys, a lot of people doing this job, they go ahead and remove the intake manifold, but we're going to do it without doing that. Check that out. The first thing we're going to do is disconnect back here. Here's your ignition coil back here. The first thing we're going to do is unplug the coil. Now this is missing a tab here that should lock it in, but it's just going to come right up just like that. Usually there's two little points right there that's hooking onto that, and you will push this end in and it'll unplug. Not out, in. That's how Ford did it. Why? I don't know. So let's unplug that. Pull that over to the side. Now, dang it. Now we got our ignition wires up here. So we're going to do, we got a little marker. And what you're going to do is start from the one back here and wipe this off. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's start off with number 6. Because we're going to mark them, so when we take them off, we know exactly where they go back. Even though we're going to be we're not going to be reusing these wires, but we'll know which one goes where.
But is that the way they are?
No, that's not the firing order.
Oh, okay.
So that's just, or if for somebody you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever one you just remember. You don't have to remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now to unplug these ignition wires, you got two tabs right on the top. Squeeze the two tabs together, and you might have to twist the wire side to side like this. So get in here, squeeze the tabs together, and pick the wire up. I'm going to use two hands here. And pick it up just like that. So this is going to be number 6. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a number 6 right on this wire. And then I'm going to go here, squeeze the tabs together. Move it back and forth, pick it up, wipe the dirt off because the paint will stick better. And we're going to put a number 5 on this one. And we're going to continue on and do the rest. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got our wires marked up. 1, 2, 5, 6, 3, and 4. Let's get those out of the way. We're not going to need that no more. The next thing you want to do is get you a 2-inch 1/4-inch drive extension with a 1/4-inch drive 7mm shallow socket. The coil is held on by 4 bolts. 1, 2, and then there's 2 on the other side. And what we're going to do, let's go in here. Let's get this thing out of the way over here. And you're gonna have this little electrical connector right here, this electrical piece right here. Don't even worry about it. It's gonna come right off with everything. So let's take off this one bolt. And be very careful with this because you can drop everything in the back. All 4 bolts are the same length, so you don't have to worry about getting them mixed up. And remember I told you about this right here. Just take that off. And remember to put that back because it needs to be grounded. And that's part for the ignition system. And the car will not start, actually, if that's messed up. Alright, so we got one. And I'm going to show you over here. We can reach over here. I'm going to get another one. Matter of fact, I'm going to get to the hard one back here. Okay, that's number 2. All right, let's get all 4 of those out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we got our last bolt. Let's take the bolt out and just pick the coil up and take it out. Now, what's this mess up here? Okay, that's great. Let's set that down. That is great. Now we can get to them. But now we're not done yet. We gotta go to the front of the vehicle, and we gotta take off this cover right here. And this cover is held on by 3 7mm bolts. You can see one bolt is missing, so we just got 2. I have no idea. So let's get our same setup. To get our same setup.
You have no
take
idea?
the bolts off. And I'm going to show you this to take this cover off. You just don't pull this cover up. You see this hose right here? You do not want to damage this hose, especially you don't want to damage this boot right here, because the mass airflow sensor is right here. And if you get air sucking in through here, this car will run really bad. Just from a torn boot right there. So, what you got to do, get this hose right here, pick it up, slide it back up under that hose, and then take it right out. Alright, and just so we don't lose these screws, like somebody lost this one right here, I did not lose that. I did not lose that, Civi.
Really?
Alright, let's put this down and we'll be right back. Alright guys, and you can see our spark plug wires up under there, so we gotta move this module out of the way. Now to move this module out of the way, we got this hose right here that's gotta carefully pick this up, because these things dry rot. So carefully pick that up, take that off, and these things will crack right around there. So you want to be careful that's not messing. You can see it's got a little, they get like oily and all that. You're going to end up getting a new one. Alright, the next thing you got 3 10mm bolts. I'm going to use my cordless drill with my 10mm deep socket on there. Dang it. Battery's dead. Dang it. So I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use my 10mm deep 3/8 drive, 6-inch 3/8 drive extension, and my 3/8 drive ratchet. And I'm going to go ahead and take those bolts out. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, for the next step, you're going to need either ignition wire pliers or hose pliers. The hose pliers, you're going to take a good chance of damaging the spark plug wires, but we're changing them, so really don't care. But I like the hose pliers because the hose pliers are better. That's 1, 2, and the reason why you got to twist it is you got to break it because it seals up against that spark plug, so you're twisting it to break it off. And 3.
Break it.
Break the seal.
Oh.
Okay, that's there. Now in the back might be a little bit difficult because you can't really see. You might be able to see. You see, you need light anything.
On my way.
Well, you can stick it up under here. Oh.
Yeah, I kind of see.
Alright, so first I gotta try to get my pliers onto the boot some kind of way. And you know, if you can't, guys, you know, I'm gonna try the simplest way first. Use my hand. Alright guys, let me right back. Let me get my light. Alright guys, we got a light down there. And I'm gonna get this one right here. I'm gonna try to twist it. Pull it up. That's 1. Go ahead.
Yeah, that needs to be on this side.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's number 2?
You're there.
Oh, okay. Number 2. That's number 2. Get all our wiring out of here, out of the way. and number 3. So let's take those out. Let's not take those out. Forget that. Gotta make sure I know which one's going where. So we'll just set that back in there, and we'll just set this one wherever it goes back in there, and we'll start off on this one over here. All right, so we took the wire out. Let's go match the wire. What the heck happened to there? Let's go match this wire up, and we're gonna be taking that spark plug out. Be right back. All right, guys, the next thing you're gonna need is a 5/8 deep socket, or 5/8 deep spark plug socket, or a 16mm deep socket. And this part is important. You're gonna need a 6-inch 3/8 drive extension.
I'm sorry, I have a question. You said 5/8 spark plug socket. Are all the sockets, are like all spark plugs the same?
No, some spark plugs are 13/16. You're gonna need a 13/16 socket. Some you need 9/16.
Okay.
All right, so what you're gonna need is a 6-inch 3/8 drive extension, and which is important, you're gonna need a little extension too, a 4-inch 3/8 drive extension. The reason being is, if I was to put this right here, it would be kind of difficult for me to get it down to where the spark plug, because this is in the way. So what you're gonna have to do is use your 6-inch extension with the deep socket. Find out where it goes over here, and you'll barely be able to get that down in there onto the spark plug. Now see how far it comes up? That's not enough to get your ratchet on it. That's why you're going to use the 4-inch.
Oh, so you put it in after.
Right, afterwards. And then you'll be able to get your 3/8 drive ratchet and go ahead, take that spark plug right out of there. And we'll be right back when I get this all loose. All right, guys, we got it loose. The next thing we're gonna do, take our 4-inch extension off. Now, if you got a spark plug socket then, the spark plug socket has a little grommet inside, which will grab onto the spark plug. You can take it out right now. But if you don't, like I don't, the next thing we do is take your extension and your socket out. Then you want to get you, this is about a 7-inch 3/8 hose or a magnet. And you can try to fish around in there and see if you can hook on to the spark plug. Just like that. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, buddy.
What happened?
And just a little bit of oil leaking on it, but it's okay though. All right, let's go over there and put this with our new spark plugs and prepare our new spark plug to go in here. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. Now to prepare the plugs. Now check this out. NGK says do not use anti-seize or anything on their threads because it can mess up the torque or anything like that. The plugs are designed not to build up any kind of corrosion or anything that will seize off into the cylinder. Bull. I don't care. The thing is, nowhere on their box or nowhere in the disclaimer do they say if it does cause damage, we'll replace the cylinder head or have the work done. It does not say that. So you go ahead and get you some anti-seize. I got a little bottle right here. And what we're going to do is called the 007. Usually I would take my fingertip and put it around there like that. Then I mess up my gloves. So Manic Mechanic 007, check him out. One of our subscribers. He said, Tim, why don't you get you some Q-tips? So I keep Q-tips in the truck now. And now, it's like I'm painting. What's that guy's name with the big afro? To paint the bushes and all?
I can't remember his name.
But y'all know who I'm talking about. The guy that Deadpool made fun of. You put a little bit around the threads.
Make fun of the dead.
Deadpool did. I didn't do anything. I just said what Deadpool did. Put some around the threads. And guys, don't listen. It does not mess up the torque. You tighten that up. Just like anything else you could put anti-seize on. It don't mess up the torque. It don't come loose. Put a little bit like that. Now, to put this back in, This is where I don't like the spark plug socket, because the spark plug socket, they really hold on to them plugs. And when you go down there to put that plug in and go to take it back out, the socket stays down there with it. That's why I like the hose thing. So, we're going to take the hose off.
But is it good to use a spark plug socket to
Take it out?
Take it out?
Yes, it is good.
Okay.
All right, now you just take the hose, push it onto the spark plug, just like that. And now, let's go over there and start putting this in. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. And first, let's go over here. Let me get my bearings of where I'm at here. And be careful, guys. Do not push this.
We're doing spark plugs.
Yeah. All right, what you want to do is lower this down into the cylinder. And you want to start threading that spark plug in with the hose. Don't put no wrench, don't put no socket down here, because you can cross thread it. So you put it in, turn it a few threads, as many as you can, with the hose first. So in that way, you know what's going in with no problem at all. And then once you do, pull the hose out, nice and easy, just like that. Grab your 5/8 deep, 3/8 with the 6-inch extension. Slowly lower that down there. Then get your 4-inch drive 4-inch extension, and then your 3/8 drive ratchet, and you go to tighten this up. Now, tightening it up. Check it out. Watch me do this one. Well, I'm already down tight. So once it stops by hand, just take it and turn it just a little bit more. That's it. Do not over tighten that. All right. Let's get that out of there. All right, the next thing we're going to do is go get our spark plug wire. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here's all our ignition wires. Now, we got 3 that's really long. But we know those go to the front of the engine, so I'm not worried about those. Let's get our 3 shortest ones. You're going to line them up just like this. And then take your old one, put it up there. Look at that perfect length right there.
So that the old one is marked. Are you going to mark the new one?
I sure am. So this one's marked number 4. I'm going to go ahead and put a number 4 right on the new one. Then we're going to go over here. And we're going to bring this one. Oops, let's find out what I'm using my left hand to find out where it goes. There it is, right there. And I'm going to push that down. And I'm looking to push it down till I hear it clicks on to the spark plug. It might not click, but it just push it down till it stops. Perfect. All right, and notice I got the spark plug wire facing this way towards the front of the engine. You don't want it facing up under the intake, because then eventually it will short out. So you want to have it facing out that way. All right, and that's number 4 done. The next thing we're going to do is move on to our next one. Pull that out. Bring it to the side. Use the same spark plug setup. And let me see, we're going to be doing that one to that one too. So, you know the procedure. Where the heck is it?
To your left.
Oh, okay. Right there. Okay. Right there. Let's take this spark plug out. And then we're going to get this out and bring it over to the table and mark the next wire. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we got our next wire out. And it looks like, yeah, this one right here, these last 2 are the same length, so it really don't even matter. Grab one of them, and what number is this one?
5, is it?
This is number 5. So let's put us a number 5 on the top. Take our hose. Got our spark plug. Got the anti-seize on it. On the threads. Just on the threads. Do not put any anti-seize past that point. Not up there at all. You will have a misfire. Okay, and also a good tip is that when you take these out of the box, make sure you see a gap between the electrode and the end of the spark plug, because sometimes they can get damaged and close up, and then you're gonna have a misfire. So make sure that is not closed. All right, let's go install this. We'll be right back. All right, guys, let's lower this down. Start it by a couple threads. Make sure it's going good. Perfect, guys, perfect. Let's get our socket and 6-inch extension. Now our 4-inch extension. And remember, when you tighten it up, go till it stops. And then just a little bit more. That's it. You'll feel it just a little bit more. All right, that one is, oops, I'm about to say it's almost done. Let's take this back out of here. Get our number 5 spark plug wire. Push it down again. Make sure the wire is facing towards the front. And push that.
Front of the engine.
Front of the engine, right. Hey, that one felt like it. Is this one all the way down? Because that one felt like it went down. Oh, yeah. Guys, make sure these things are pushed down all the way. All right, guys, I showed you how to do those two. Now, off camera, I'm going to do this last one. And you make sure you do it. And let's see, this is going to be number 6. So, let's get that done. And we'll be right back to start off to the front spark plugs. All right, guys, we got all 3 wires done. Now, guys, on this one right here, you're going to have the wire facing towards the back of the car now, back of the engine, because the coil pack is located back here. All right, so let's go over here to the front now. Now, the fronts, we're not even going to worry about it, guys, because they're all length. See that right there? Can't mess them up as long as I don't take them out of here. So we're just going to take all 3 out. Now we are not going to have to use our 2 extensions. That's all I have to do is just use the whole setup now. And we're going to go ahead here. Oh, no. This one I replaced, guys. If you go back to one of our videos we did on the Autel AL539B, this car had a misfire. It came out to be the spark plug. We changed it, misfire went away. So this one is changed. Good thing I'm about to take that one out. So go ahead right here. Now you see this, guys? You see how tight that is? That's what you don't want. That's why you put that anti-seize up here. Now we got a problem here. So now what I got to do is keep going back and forth. And break that loose without messing those threads up. Let me go get me a longer extension. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm gonna take this setup out of here. Dang, this oil you see up here, we're gonna need be doing some valve cover gaskets soon. I'm gonna use my 3/8 2-foot long extension. Put that down there, and what I'm gonna do is use my longer 3/8 drive ratchet, give me some more leverage. So now I can stand out here, and I ain't gotta be all bent down there. Now I can just sit here. Is it? Yeah, it is funny. Wow. All right, let's go over here and see how the first one is. Oh, first one was good, huh? Now, guys, watch. I'm gonna take. Let me. You know what? Let me take that one out now. Let me get my hose. Now, if you don't have a hose, and I'm pretty sure you gotta have a hose somewhere, dang it. But you get you a magnet. Where's my magnet now? Oh, here we go. Get you a magnet. Just stick the magnet down there.
Whoa.
Take that out. It's got the oil on it now, but it's not. I wanted to take this out dry, and you would have saw this thing would have been all just messed up around there. Look at that. That tip just worn down right there. Look at that thing. Dang it. Alright guys, one day we're going to be doing valve cover gaskets on this. Ugh. They suck. Dang it. Dang it. Alright, let's get our other spark plug out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got our last spark plug here.
Ugh. Can't that cause a misfire? All that oil in there?
Yes, it definitely. Well, not right here because the oil is really not getting down to that point. But, in fact, if you look at the... See how dark it is right there compared to like that one. You can tell that's been getting saturated with oil, and this boot will eventually soak up the oil, and yes, it will definitely cause a misfire. Alright guys, let's get over there and get our spark plugs set up. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we're ready to install these plugs. Got my anti-seize on them. Now also another tip guys, these plugs are pre-gapped already. You do not need to gap them. Okay, that's one. Start off by a couple threads. And that's two. Now this one right here is the one I'm worried about, so we're gonna tighten that one up. And we get to see how smooth it goes. See how smooth that goes now because of that anti-seize? Okay, tight. Just a little bit more. Let's do our last one and we'll be right back. Alright guys, now before we even get to the front yet, we're going to take all our wires, move the whole thing out of the way. Now, let's take our coil pack and slide it into there. Okay. Let's start off with the bolt back here. Make sure it's lined up. Okay, now we're going to put this bolt in, but before we put this bolt in, remember this little sensor right here. I'll get that. Put that in. Okay, and make sure it's out of the way of our wires. You know guys, we're going to, even though it was like this, I ain't really particular about that. Is up in the way of the wires. I don't want nothing in the way of the wires. What we're going to do is bring this over and we're going to bolt that up like that so our wires are staying out of the way. Okay, get it so it be not in the way of our wires. Alright, and as you can see what I'm doing, I'm putting them in by hand first just so I don't make sure they're not going in cross-threaded. Okay, all four are in. Now we're going to tighten them up. And what we're going to do, I'm going to just start you off with this one up here and show you what I mean. Because before it was over here and you can see it's getting caught up in our wires and all. So we're going to position this over to the side. Go ahead, get our ratchet, and bring that down. There's some long bolts in here. Now guys, this is going into aluminum also, so it's not like super tight. Let's go until it stops, just like that. Great, this is being positioned to the side great. And then just a little bit more. That's it. That is perfect. It's out of the way of our wires and everything. All right, let's do the other three and we'll be right back. All right guys, next to do, now let's get these other wires done, the long one. The first one let's set these back to where they go. And we're gonna mark these Just 1, 2, 3. Alright, so you know they go to the cylinders, and we got them marked there. Next thing we're going to do, take your small screwdriver, and you're going to see a little opening right along a seam, right there along there. What you want to do is just take the screwdriver, put it between there, pop that clip right off. Pop it off just like that, put that to the side. This one, you can probably pop that off, put that to the side, and you notice I'm putting them down here as they come off. Like this one's in the front, this one's in the middle, and this one's way in the back. This one's already partially off and all. Okay, let's pop that off. Put that to the side. Pull our wires out of here. And let's go over here to our new wires. And let's pop it off from here. Put that to the side. And this one over here. Put that to the side. Now let's get our wires. Just mark them, get them all lined up. So, the first thing we'll do, let's go over to the car. First thing we're going to do is number 3. So we look for number 3, which is right here. Let's set these two down. It's probably the longest one out of all of them. Yeah, it is. Let's put this in there with the wire facing towards the front of the engine. You want to push that down. You want to make sure that's all the way down there. That's what it looks like how far it'll go. And now I noticed that this one has a little covering on it. Just to protect it, you know what? I'm going to take that off. And just to be sure, I'm going to put it back on this. And that's to protect that wire up against the other one or any kind of metal. I'm surprised the other ones don't have it. But, okay. Now, we're going to also, what's this one? This one, that's the new one. Where did it drop at? Okay, get that one out of the way. This number 3 also has a number 2 on the end. So what I'm going to do...
The other end?
You're on the other end.
That's for the coil?
Nope, that's for the spark plug.
That's for the coil.
It's for the spark plug. Okay, and we're going to put a number 2 right there. And this goes to number 2 spark plug on the other side. Alright, you're doing good, guys. yeah, buddy.
I have a question. By you numbering them and doing one at a time, you don't have to worry about firing order.
Exactly, because if you mess this up, this thing's going to have a misfire. Then you got to look up the firing order and try to find out what's going on and which way. Notice I'm being very careful when I'm doing this. Alright, here's the second one.
I remember way back in the day when I worked at an auto parts store, people would come in and buy spark plugs and wires and ask for the firing order. But if they would just be careful and do it, you know, like this, they wouldn't even have to worry about it.
Okay, push it down. On the other end of this one, we have what looks to be
a smudge.
That's it. So we know smudgy goes there. That one's a number 3. So we're going to put a number 3 onto this one. Lean it down. And of course, we got the last one. Number 1 over here and a number 1 over there. Look at that. Yeah, buddy, because Astral's number 1. Okay, and let's put a number 1 right there. Alright guys, I'm going to push that down and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got them going on. Got it going on. Let's bring our wires over to the side. And we got 1, 2, 3 over here. So
before you put them back, shouldn't you put them?
Nope.
Put the little clippies back.
Not at all. Put 1.
Why?
You'll see. So in this way, you know exactly. You'll see in a minute.
Okay.
Because you don't know. It might be too much wire back here and all that. Don't worry. Number 1, number 2.
Hurry. Be happy.
Yeah. Here's number 2. Let's get number 2. And what you're going to do is push it down. Let me show you on number 1. Let's get number 1. You got these little tabs right there. The little clamps look like. And to open this up, let's go this way. To open this up, to take it off, you're going to squeeze those clamps in and it opens those clamps up. Squeeze the tabs in and open the clamps up right there. But you don't have to squeeze them putting it back down. That's all you have to do is put it on there, push it down, and it'll lock right into place. And we're going to situate those like that. Now that we got them all hooked up, let's grab our first set right here, this first clip. And put it around here. And put it around here. No, where's number 2? This one's number 2. And this one's number 3. And fold it around. So that way, yep, there they going around here. Boy, squeezing them things in and trying to hold them in, boys. Alright, let's get our little cover. Snap that into place. Now we're working our way back this way. Let's get over here. And let's see how we're going to do this. Because these don't want to go like they're supposed to. 1, 2, 3. Very important, guys. If you got these, put these things back in there. Keeps the wires from touching things and arcing off to the side somewhere. Alright, that's number 2. And number 3. That looks nice, man. Oh, geez. Okay, let's go right around here. Whoops, let me make sure it lines up into there. Like that. 1, 2, and 3. Trying to make sure that's on, that we can go across that. Okay, let's put our cover on it. And guys, you gotta watch this. You go to a shop, sometimes shops, and be like, nope, I didn't see no clips. I don't know what you're talking about. That is perfect. See, I don't like number 2. How number 2 is. It's like a little tension on number 2. It's okay. Number 2 is bring number 1 around like that. Nah, better keep it like that. Alright, now let's get our other ones. 1, 2, 3. Let's go to number 6 first. And I think I'm gonna route number 6. I'm trying to not route it. I guess we can route it straight out. Number 6. Number 5. And number 4. No, you know, I'm gonna turn these sideways because I want to get these away from the intake. I don't want these to touch the intake at all. Alright, last but not least, let's reach around here and get our harness connector. And push that down. You know what? Let's get that one in there like that. And push that down. Great, guys. That looks perfect. That looks perfect. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, guys. Last 2 things. Let's take our little module over here. Three 10mm bolts. I'm going to bolt that back up. Yeah, that's what that little cover there for, to go up against all that. Make sure we're protecting the wires and all. Okay, one important thing. You know what, guys? I don't like this right here. How this is right here. Let's get this harness up under there. There should have been something. There should have been something protecting that harness, going up against that metal.
Maybe you should put some electrical tape or something.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. You know what? Electrical tape eventually will wear off of there. You know what I'm gonna do here? Got me a pair of snips here. I'm gonna bring this up here a little bit.
Well, you always gotta try to outsmart me.
You mean outsmart you, ain't you?
Yeah.
Put that right there. Let's put the wiring harness inside there. And then we'll put some electrical tape around it to keep it in place.
Right.
And then we'll put our hose right on there and we're going to tighten those 3 bolts up. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, we got that little up there. Little piece up there. That is great. That thing can cause some serious problems. Alright, let's get our hose hooked up. Again, careful with this one because Ford is known for some weak vacuum lines and all. Alright, last but not... Huh?
You call my car weak?
Last but not least, put our little Dirt Tech cover up there.
What's the door tech?
I don't know if that's what they need. Okay. Put our 2 7mm bolts in here. Now we're tightening.
Shouldn't it be 3?
No, there's only 2 in here, so. Now tightening these up. Remember, it's going into aluminum, and plus it's only holding on. It's only holding on a plastic cover, guys. It's just a cover, so you don't really have to go crazy with tightening that down. That's all you got to do is just same thing we do with everything else. Go till it stops.
And then a little bit more.
And then a little bit more. Till it stops. A little bit more. That's it. Tighten up our other bolt and we will be...
And the other one.
Yeah. And we will be done. You just saved yourself a bunch of money. Yeah, buddy. Be right back.
Alright, so today we had a 2000 Mercury Cougar with a 2.5 engine, and we showed you how to replace your spark plugs and ignition wires. So if you guys have any comments or questions, you can post it below in the comment section, or you can email Timmy at tim@astralautorepairs.com. Hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Sylvia from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. See you next time.